Some gods break two runes, we all know a blight. We've lost and we're taken from all walks of life. No matter your tale, no matter your home, we all are wayward souls. We drink and we fight, it's all in good fun. The kraken we serve, it all makes us one. We sweat and we bleed, neath the blistering sun, until the day is done. There's wind in our sails, the past at our backs. We're quick to throw hands when our foes attack. With thorns at our side, our sword in our gun, our guile will not waver until we have won. Though our histories differ, our presence the same. We all had our places we needed to play. Now we are your tale, now we are your home. We all are wayward souls.
Hello. We're back. We're here. We're uh-oh. PC gameplay. Why are you in the work?
What does that mean?
Just the tailspire not capturing. There we go. Now we're good. But hello and welcome. We're back. We had a little bit of a break. We are missing our dear Mint today. But we are here. We're ready to continue the shenanigans. Maybe we'll leave Tagora today. Who knows? Maybe we'll be here the entire campaign. I did not expect to be here as long as we did, but I like it because the city's fun. Just like we're like I expected like 2 sessions, not like 3, potentially into 4.
Dude, we were told that we were gonna be here a couple days.
Oh, I know, but the first day has been very long. You've only like this is the first night of
It's been a pretty eventful first day.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like I wasn't expecting that first day to last multiple sessions.
You kidnapped my son.
Well, you know, call Chris Hansen about it.
Yourself.
Call Chris Hansen about it. Fucking, what do you want from me?
Chris Hansen?
I call you Chris Hansen. Jesus. As we last left off, after dealing with the revealed war veteran to be a ruse, and actually Anthony Maxon, the party dispatched him with relative brutality as they finished up other tasks, making a little bit of extra money, unexpectedly killing the old blacksmith, and hiring his competitor to come do work on the grotto. Some people found companionship in a few different ways. Sinclair and Magnus sharing a moment, and Dominic Maxon, another bounty hunter they met in town, having a much more passionate form of companionship upstairs with Malachi. As others enjoyed the songs below and the sun began to set slowly, the bard's set ended rather quickly. And or what felt like quickly to you, Flint, as 3 hours passed pretty fast. And Asta and Mint kind of danced throughout the entirety of that. Uno, you've been just meditating away. Kadan, you've been staying by your side. What are you all doing? Where are you all wanting to be? You guys wanting to do anything in particular? Starting with Kadan. You just gonna stick with Uno outside?
Yeah, and just I've taken note that Sinclair is not where he was before, right? Did I see him go off with Magnus or go off towards Magnus?
You wouldn't have. That's on a different floor.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would assume that he is safe.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna wait here with Uno.
Okay. Malachi, just gonna go as long as it goes.
I am gonna go until he is done and passes out.
All right. Well, he does. I was gonna say finish, but he does wrap up. After about the 3-hour mark, kind of shortly when the music begins to stop, but he doesn't go to bed. He kind of sits at the end of the bed. He pours himself a drink, and kind of leans up against the wall. Just looks at you with like a grin, panting, sweaty. Are you going to stay, or are you?
You're kicking me out already.
I'm not kicking you out, but usually people leave by this point.
Damn it. Is there anything I can grab?
His clothing is like hanging by the door for the most part. His ring is like on the shelf. His gun is also hanging on the door. The bourbon decanter is also by the door.
He said his ring is on the shelf?
Yeah.
How nice is this ring?
It's a silver ring with these two kind of pale green oval stones in it.
It's silver?
It's like silvered metal. You don't know if it's like the actual metal silver. It could just be like a very brushed steel. It could be a very polished nickel. You don't know. Silver in color.
And he's leaned up where?
He's leaned up against the wall, like right up against the window here, like just kind of drinking, looking towards you.
Alright, I'm gonna start getting dressed and
Okay.
clean up.
Small wash basin there.
Alright, I don't want to risk anything. I'll just clean up and I'll turn him. Well, that was a good time.
Very. All right.
Maybe I'll see you around another time.
I'm in many a city. Don't be a stranger. Stranger.
Hopefully not.
So you leave.
I'll give him a wink and leave.
Hell yeah. All right. Downstairs. The music has stopped. The bards give their bow, and they kind of one rolls out their hat as coins just begin being thrown in. Silvers mainly. You see the odd platinum get flicked over. The two bards on the side. The fucking menu is still broken. God damn it. Fuck it. I'll just use I'll use this not dandelion as the sub-in. There we go. They take their coins. They begin kind of like putting their pouches together, putting their instruments in little cases, or attaching the straps to them. As most of them seem to not play with straps, they kind of toss their instruments about in their set, trading sometimes. So they try to be as freed up as possible. The one in the middle, singing the song, a human bard, very kind of shoulder length, like strawberry blonde hair, very simple long coat, but a very nice embroidered purple and like silver, like a kind of like a dark gray, like metallic threaded embroidery on it. As he kind of pats you on the back, you play well for someone who looks like that. You know? No offense, are you homeless? You look homeless.
I'm just a man who travels a lot, I suppose.
Oh, well, you should
you-
travel with soap, friend. Just a little bit. Little bit goes a long way.
Fair enough. Hey, you guys were great.
You rolled in well with us. Great yourself.
I appreciate that. You know, I happened to hear a song towards the beginning of your set that I happen to know pretty well myself. I'm just curious. The Beast of Rotfin Bay. How do you know that one?
It's one from a songbook I bought.
A songbook?
Yeah. Some songbook I bought when I was out in Runeswick, I believe. One of the cities. We stop off at a lot of places. We're here one place, gone the next.
Do you happen to have that by chance?
Yeah, I do. So he kind of reaches into his satchel bag and hands you over the songbook.
Oh, cool. What is I flipped through it. Is there anything like a particular
You've
note?
seen this book before. This is 100% without a fault in your mind, Gil's songbook.
And you bought this in Runeswick, you said.
Yeah, some guy was hawking it. A lot of other things. We didn't buy most of it. It was like an estate sale kind of deal, where they were just selling goods that nobody claimed.
Did you happen to get their name?
No. I just saw a songbook, real cheap, pretty nice, sturdy, so it won't get wet. I just didn't really think much of it.
I knew the person whose book this was.
Oh.
I can recognize it out of anywhere. This was my mentor's.
Oh, well, your mentor had a knack for writing songs. Yeah, you played well with us. You can keep it.
Really?
Yeah, I got most of the songs up here anyway.
Ah, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Oh, of course. It's my pleasure.
Flint kind of he rubs his eyes, kind of welling up. Just thinking about his mentor and how much you meant to him, and then it just kind of like all hit him at once. All of a sudden, like he hasn't really had time to grieve.
Yeah.
It's all been running. Thanks again. I need to be alone. Sorry. And he goes to walk away, and yeah, all those emotions just kind of flood in, and he lets himself just kind of cry.
The other two bards and him go sit at a table just off the side of the stage and have some drinks and some food. Malachi, you've kind of made your way downstairs. Asta and Mint are done dancing. You kind of see them coming off the dance floor as the crowd redisperses.
I would just I would keep an eye on Flint, like I said I was going to.
You could see him kind of just step off and composing himself.
I just kind of wait by the bar with Mint and just kind of wait.
Okay.
Like he
I'll
promised he would wait for Flint, so.
Okay.
I'll go over to them. What I miss?
Well, Lady Mint and we just finished dancing for what felt like a very long time till they were done their set. And now I am waiting for Flint to come back because I promised him I would wait.
Where'd he go?
He is over there, and I'll point over to the stage.
Flint's over in the corner crying.
Is he crying?
I think so, maybe.
What
Or he's
happened?
laughing very quietly. I don't really know.
Should we go, check on him?
Sure. It might be very hard for me to get through the crowd till it disperses a little bit more, but we can go. Why do you seem so tired?
Hair down.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Malachi's hair is like fully down.
And you got a new haircut, I see.
No, I don't like start tying it to like a ponytail. Busy. Anyway, wanna go check on Flint?
Yeah, sure.
I'll start like moving through the crowd.
So we'll just walk normally through the crowd just to make them move around. And he's like, I'm too big to move around people.
Asta, do you want to roll a perception check?
Oh, yes, I am fantastic at these. Hold on. I got this. I hear McKenna yelling.
Same.
Oh, it's glad it's not just me. Ooh, shit.
Is this bread here?
22.
Where?
Right here on the corner.
Oh, that's like a pile of Danishes, like pastries.
Can I snatch one?
Yeah, they're very good.
Ooh.
They're like glazed like pastries.
I like
Danishes
snatch
are
one and keep
fantastic.
going.
Yeah.
I got a 22.
You see a very, very, very faint. You needed to roll high to see this, and you did. Very faint purple shimmering aura coming off of Malachi.
Of Malachi?
Yeah, as he walks.
I'm just gonna squint and then in his head. Mal, you're glowing purple.
Huh?
You're glowing purple.
I look. Do I see it?
Not in front of you, but as you kind of step and look back, you would see this like trailing, almost like shimmering mist that follows you. You have heard about this, but if you roll an Arcana check, we'll see if you you know any more.
I have advantage on that.
You do. I was going to give you advantage anyway because of
Yeah. I get triple advantage now.
gig advantage.
Oh shit. Just go ahead. Dirty 20.
This is something akin that happens to the Feywild, members of the Feywild. Certain people, anyway. When their influence is... basically, when you Fey touch someone, much like when someone is Fate touched, God touched, there is Fey touched. And when you imprint on someone, this happens. You don't have to have a connection, but the other person did. Your influence has grown, and it has affected you. I'm being vague about this for a reason.
I know, but does that mean I did something to...
I'm gonna
What's his face?
send you a message. He's beginning it now. He's gonna have a little Malachi.
Oh no.
No. Where the fuck are you? There you are.
What happened?
You made him your bitch.
I know.
Apparently.
He's in love now.
Oh my god, I can't
Oh my
believe.
god.
No, I can. I mean, look at you.
You're bounded by Faye.
I got that. Yeah.
Boo. Tomato, tomato. He's pregante. Oops. Guys, I'm just starting my cult.
Just a bunch of little Malachis running around.
Imprint. There we go.
Remember this 3 years from now where Malachi's the final boss. We could have stopped it.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's not like anything happened, but it technically did. Little stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Malachi just like looks back to Asta. It's like, it's fine.
The way it smells, Asta, it smells like a fresh, you've never truly experienced it, so I can't describe it directly, but it is a smell that certain flowers in a graveyard give off. It smells of pleasant death.
Yeah. Okay, but you do smell like death.
In like a bad way or like a good way?
Like a good death, you know, not like a bad death.
I'll take it.
I would.
You could.
As Asta and Malachi make their way over to you, Flint.
Are you crying or are you silent laughing?
Hi. I was
You
crying.
played very well. Your music is very good.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
It was good to play again. But they had this, and I hold out the book. This was Gil's.
It's like a red journal, with brass kind of filigree on it, that has like a symbol of a bear paw right in the center. It's nice, but very old.
Who is a Gil?
Gil was my mentor. Gil is who everybody thinks I killed.
Oh.
Wait, you killed someone?
No, I did not. I did not.
Okay. Yeah, you do not look like you have killed someone. You don't have that look in your eye like me and Malachi.
Yeah. I guess when they played a song, they played a song of his, and when when they showed me the book, kind of everything came rushing in at once, all the emotions. I haven't really had time to grieve. I mean, he was more than a mentor. Like, he was my friend. He was like a father to me. And I can't believe he's gone.
I am very sorry. And he'll reach down and like ruffle his hair.
Thanks, Asta.
Well,
Is there
what
anything we
did
can
happen
do?
if you did not kill him? You do not have to say it out loud if you do not want to. You can think it in your head and I will hear it.
I think that I have a thought of just like white hot rage and revenge, his notions of revenge and rage, and I gotta find him. I gotta find whoever did this. I gotta kill him.
I am down to help.
What's happening?
You get squished very easy. Don't worry, I crush.
You would just see kind of Flint standing there angrily, and then Asta like reassuringly nodding and looking at him.
Yeah, I was like,
There'd be no talking. Yeah.
can I leave or? It's very personal. Should I?
You cannot hear people's thoughts? You'll say it like okay.
No.
Oh. I should tell you, I can hear thoughts, just so you know.
Huh?
And he'll look at Malachi, like, in the eyes. I can hear thoughts.
How?
Like this. And he'll, like, say in Malachi's mind, see, whatever you are thinking right now, I can also talk to you in your head as well. So...
He's just echoing in your brain.
Don't like that, but I do think it's pretty neat.
It is pretty useful when we don't want to say secrets out loud. Or when we're trying to understand something like Stumpy and we cannot talk to him directly.
So you can only hear thoughts and speak to people in their mind. Can you, like, see things?
I've never tried. Think of something, like a picture, and I will see if I can do it.
Alright. I'm sending you brainwaves.
He's just gonna, like, narrow his eyes and focus in Malachi's mind.
Roll a d20.
1.
Blackness.
You're thinking of tacos.
You're thinking this is very weird, no?
No. I was thinking of an apple, but we'll keep working on this. Maybe you can do it at some point.
This is all very new. I just grew wings today, so...
That's true.
I don't know what will happen tomorrow, but hopefully I do not grow anything else very weird.
Just like 2 more sets of horns.
You wake up tomorrow, I've got extra arms.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Uno, but by this point you'd be done meditating. Oh, hiccup.
Okay.
Kadon would still be standing there.
Oh, okay. What time of day is it?
Late.
Late?
Sun's gone.
Kadon, have you eaten?
No.
Let's go get some food.
Before we go inside, there is something I wanted to talk to you about. I have done some thinking while out here. And while you've been in your meditation. And I think it is best that someone has understanding of what is going on with me, and perhaps it will help for you, for someone to have understanding of you if you are comfortable.
Yeah,
But-
that's fine.
After all, we come from similar backgrounds, both pit fighters.
Hmm.
What I did with that old man earlier, it was not intentional. I did not wish to kill him.
What? You killed an old man? Why
Listen,
did...
it was accidental. I thought you knew. I thought they might have told you.
No. Was he attacking you all?
It was all me. No, it was all me. I did all of it. It was for money.
You... Was it a bounty? Or...
Perhaps, I don't know. I was told to go get things, beat up old man, get paid money. Just seeing AJ's reactions right now. Sorry. I was told beat up man, take stuff, get money, and that was what I did. But
who told you this?
it is best that I don't share that information because it is possible future business partner. Listen, it will be dealt with. I have already I am already living with guilt. But it was all me. I was the one who did all of it. Anyone else associated, they did not have their hands in the murder of the old man. Like I said, accidents happen. Anyways, it is because it is just linking to I do not know my own strength. Yes. That is what I'm trying to get at. And that is because, obviously, you know from pits, we had to fight every day, and we had to fight to survive. And I was never told to take it easy. I was never told to slow down. And that is concerning. I wish to be able to... You all saw it in the tavern back at the grotto. When I think of my past, it can send me into trance, I guess. And perhaps being able to talk about these things, I'd like to be able to make it so I can actually remember and grow.
I'm gonna come over to get him. Just kind of gesture him to come down again. Just get down here, you know.
I'll kneel down.
Kadon. I guess, in a way, I'm glad you feel guilty for killing that man. That means you're a good person. And I understand that knowing your strength, you don't have to worry about saying anything to me, Kadon. Like I said before, I want to make sure you have the life you deserve. Don't be afraid to tell me anything.
My concern about telling you whatever is in my past is that Even just the slightest thing, like when I was talking to Malachi, he can send me into trance, and I do not know where I go. I wish to be able to talk about these things and be able to maybe have, I don't know, mutual understanding, I guess.
Hmm.
You're the only person who has a general idea of what I went through.
Hmm.
Perhaps you were in group 1. I only heard horror stories about that. Maybe what I went through was all sunshine and rainbows compared to what you went through. But just being able...
You're allowed to feel what you feel, regardless of what's going on with anyone or in the world. You are important.
I know. Kraken has made me feel like a person again.
Good. And we'll figure it out. I know they said that they've taken to forcing you down in the past, but I am not going to do that. I cannot raise my hand to you, so I think it's good we figure out a way, some way to talk about this to bring you back. And I pull the holy symbol from my belt. And I sort of hold it up, show it to him. This was given to me by my mentor. It's something like this I never had in the pit. It was unfamiliar to me, the shape, the texture, how cold it feels sometimes. And when I feel lost, when I feel like my mind is drifting, I hold this and it grounds me into the now. Maybe we can find something like that for you.
I do not know it. I used to think it was, kind of like reach back behind him and pull forward like the pelt that he wears around his waist. This used to be my anchor. But now, whenever I think of Mishkala, all I feel is sadness. I miss her dearly.
Who was she to you?
She was like mother. I lost my mother early when I was young. He's gonna kind of like grip the table when he says this.
Oh.
Because of the glint hunters.
Make a wisdom save.
Ah, fuck.
It's good. We're 18.
Feel it building a tension, but you're okay.
Took my family away from me. And so all I had was Mishkala. She raised me for 10 years. We were in the mountains. She taught me how to fight, how to fish, how to survive. She is the reason I can speak like a bear. He kind of chuckles when he says that.
She'll hold her hand out to the one gripping the table, just to offer her hand.
He'll take it. Maybe if he didn't have that conversation with Malachi earlier, that he wouldn't. But
Oh, just gently hold his hand.
Mishkala was the only friend I had for a long time. And even after she passed, the only person I really trusted. And this is all I have to remember her. As he kind of tugs at the pelt again.
Hmm. The way I see memories is very vivid, and I think it's important that you know that she's not gone from you. She's with you in your memories. And I know it's hard to remember the good things, the kind things, because they don't leave a scar. But they are there. She is with you. And I know what it's like to get lost in the fighting, especially being so desperate for life. But we'll find a way. Kadon.
And for you too.
Hmm.
You do not. You walk around with weight of world on shoulders. You will find your mentor. Until then, you have this found group of misfits.
Hmm.
And they will help you. I will help you. We will get you back to where you belong.
Hmm. Don't. She kind of looks off to the side before looking back. Kadon, I think it's important for you to know, just in case it does happen. I come to learn I don't feel things the way everyone else does. I don't really feel pain anymore. I don't feel emotions really. But I think for me, it's a good thing. Because I can be there to support anyone no matter their struggle. And even if you lose control, even if you hit me, it won't matter. Because I won't feel it. So don't be afraid to come to me whenever you need to.
I understand. And you know, until kind of take the hand that she was holding and like undo the ropes to like show the scar tissue on his hands. I don't feel pain that much anymore either. I don't remember the last time I actually felt a punch I threw. I feel the force, but I don't feel the contact.
I just know I'm talking to you though, Kadam. You have a chance out of the both of us to have a more normal life. And I want to see that happen for you.
We shall see. How can I live normal life when I have bounty on it?
Normal is not what everyone says it is. Normal is a place where you are happy.
All right.
Now, maybe be careful about what jobs you take.
I have learned a lesson. I did
Remember your
so,
strength.
and I will try. I did so with good intentions. I was trying to find friend for Lemon.
Kadon, unfortunately, some of the worst things are done with good intentions.
Hmm.
As the two of you converse, does everyone else go up to bed?
If we were done downstairs, he'd start making his way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are in the room across from where Malachi is. Just head up to the second floor, and it's just behind. The door is just behind the stairs. It's already open. Any more? The two of you out on the balcony. Do you make your way inside?
Yeah,
Okay.
to go get food. Make sure Kadon eats.
Find your friend Leonard.
Find my friend Leonard!
Leonard is just relaxing, sitting at the or leaning up against the pole, kind of like watching everybody dance.
As I pass Malachi and Asta,
This way.
Hello. Did you have good nap?
yes, thank you, Asta. Did you guys eat?
I ate so much food, and then Mint and I danced for like 3 hours. It was lots of fun.
I'm tired. I'm gonna head to bed, guys. As Mint walks past.
Oh, and Malachi smells like good death.
Good.
And he'll walk to the room after that.
Okay. Can I look at Malachi?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Perception. Okay.
I always forget about Malachi's little tail.
Little toy.
Small.
17?
Yeah, you would get a faint smell. You can't see the aura anymore, but you would smell
Stumpy.
you would smell Death Blossom. as Stumpy just comes like running past you all.
Oh god.
Oh, I drag him upstairs. Oopsie. Well,
Yeah, I was fighting with one mini at a time. I was like, Stumpy, I'll come back for you.
I'll come back for you.
where did I put him? Where'd he go?
He's dead.
No, Stumpy.
He ran too fast into the wall.
Oh yeah, he's like up on the fucking roof. What the shit?
I went to look for him, and he's almost...
He's like howling at the moon. She's gonna like. Does this smell familiar to me? I don't. Well, I mean, death.
So when bodies amass, this happens typically in mass graves. A certain flower blooms that some people just refer to as a death blossom, but it has, if you're proficient with botany and things like that, I could tell you, but I don't know. I don't think any of you are. But it is a specific flower that grows amidst corpses and the like breakdown of corpses.
Or like, have I smelled this before?
You've smelt it. You've never seen it. It is a pleasant smell. It's like natural Febreze. It just sops up the smell of death.
Natural Febreze.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at him and go, have you been near a body pit?
A body pit?
Mm.
No. Why? Like, smell his clothes like this.
It's not a bad smell, but it's a smell I know happens around like a mass grave.
You just smell to yourself, Malachi. You smell like the shade bug. You just smell like a swamp.
Like a swamp.
Swamp.
Yeah, the shade bug smells like this because it's littered with corpses.
Oh, I should mention it. Reminds me of home.
Are you okay?
I feel great.
Oh, I'm sorry, Malachi, for hitting you before. I realized I never apologized.
Oh, you mean, back there?
Hmm.
It's... Maybe
Did-
next time, let's not do that.
I didn't really want to, but I didn't want you to do anything you'd regret.
And I didn't, at least.
Good. How do we help you when you...
Good question. I'm not sure. That's, like... I want to say the 4th time I've changed?
Hmm.
Maybe 5th? It hasn't happened much. Which
Okay.
reminds me... What time is it?
Late. Y'all need to go to bed.
I want to talk to Leonard!
You're weird and don't sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
I only need to meditate too.
Yeah.
Do you know if Sinclair's up?
I haven't seen him, no.
I'll talk to him tomorrow.
Hmm.
Are you getting food?
Yes. Have you eaten?
No, I haven't, actually. I'm just realizing that.
You do have a pastry
Let's-
in your hand.
Let's both...
Is that
Yeah.
enough food?
No, let's go get a meal.
Have you eaten? Yeah. Holds up a pastry. That's not real food.
Damn.
You are a mom.
I am a mom!
Flint, do you head to bed?
Yeah.
The bed's this way. Oh, I kidnapped the wrong
You can
horned
That's
individual.
wrong.
Wow. Do we all look the same to you? Is-
No. Oh, wow.
Oh.
No.
I can't get downstairs. Okay, there we go.
I grabbed you through Malachi, and it prioritized Malachi.
Just because I'm
Where's-
purple.
I was gonna say, where's the don't be
Horns.
racist spell? Racist.
Don't be racist. I am a teacher.
However, I am going to, while we're in that room, I am going to be sitting at that table and thumbing through that journal.
You see, Asta is taking up a good chunk of the bed. Mint is sound asleep. Stumpy upside down.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
He goes on his head.
Stumpy is sleeping on like just upside down. See his little legs kicking when he sleeps.
Oh my God.
He dreaming.
He's running in a field
He be
somewhere.
fighting.
Yeah,
I love him. Little gremlin.
little gremlin. You don't see Kadan or Magnus as you sit down and start thumbing through the book.
I know
Speaking,
he's gone right now, but I made sure Kadan came down with a seat.
he's currently on the balcony.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
Speaking
can't bring him with me.
Speaking of Magnus,
Yes.
how are you composed? Are you just tails to the wind? Are you your dick and your tail out? Are you
No.
Are
he's
you-
like
are you
in
in
his
your undies?
trousers or whatever?
Okay, so you're just like,
I
you know,
don't.
in
I don't even
whatever.
know if he'd be in his underwear, just being like his I don't know, like sheepskin trousers or whatever.
Yeah, like under
No, like yeah, but like kind of like full pants down to the
Yeah,
shin because of the plate mail and that.
yeah, undercloth. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's meant to like keep you from pinching the shit out of yourself with your armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Sinclair's like coat is off. They're still wearing the white kind of high colored shirt. Their sleeves are rolled up, however, and you see like from their wrist all the way like up to their elbow, their arms are horribly scarred. Their forearms. They got some pretty gnarly scars on their hands, but for the most part, it's a lot of their forearms. It's like repetitive, like scar to scar claw marks. You don't see a bit of unscarred tissue on their forearm. Not so much on the underside, mainly on the top. They're sitting there with you. You've been talking for a little bit now. Just kind of about ship life, things they have going on here, things you have going on. They get you to talk a little bit about the Golden Bow, and then that's when we like pull in.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great place to start because that's like literally my first question.
Sure.
Yeah, you mentioned the Golden Bow earlier, and how you learned of it, or you know of it. How is that, and what do you know?
I got Maury to teach me a little bit. Not much, but a small amount. The rest was all readings when I was very young. Bit of a... It was a close-minded view, teaching us of your people, teaching us of your cousins and your kin, the different... It was more of a know your enemy type of learning and education. But I never took it that way. I took it as a way to learn about what's in the world. And I tried to ignore as much of the propaganda as I could.
You were aware of the propaganda? Sorry, what age was this you learned?
I was maybe 13.
You were aware of the propaganda back then?
My father was very vocal about it.
About
The
opposing the
propaganda,
coalition?
not so much opposing the coalition, but my father was sure to teach me to look for the truth in everything, that we wouldn't be at war with your people if it weren't for the Askren. We wouldn't be at war with the Askren if it weren't for the coalition needing to expand. It's a everybody's wrong and everybody's right type situation. It's a problem, and the coalition's just taking it far too personal. It's a conflict that should end in our lifetime, but I don't think it will.
I don't know. I don't know terribly much about the inner politics of the... What do you call those elves?
The Askren.
Askren?
Yes. Something I am curious. I know it's awful for me to ask this, but do you know much about your cousins? Yeah, the ones that didn't grow up in your village. Like the splinter herds, the groups that don't even side with the Askren, the ones that side with the coalition.
Would the church have mentioned all this conflict to me?
You would have heard of the odd apes and monkey that switched sides and did side with the coalition, because they believed it was wrong for the Alectrin to awaken all of them and then force them into war. So they ended up siding with the coalition. They're very restricted with what they're allowed to do, but they still are very proud and loyal members. And then you would have heard loosely about neutral groups, but nothing about hostile, separate, like splinter groups.
And
like
one of the monkey species awakened without the elves' help, right? It was with the awakening of the tree, Melora or something?
Some of the first ones, yes. So some of the first apes, the very first generation, it was the tree itself awakening people, or awakening the denizens of the jungles to get them away and get them, out of harm's way due to a massive fire. So the first few, like very, very, very small, first few apes that were awakened by the tree, and then the elves started to like increase the process and created the first generation, or like generation 0, I should say. Yeah.
And is that knowledge to me?
Yeah, you'd be aware of that. Something you would have been taught.
For the most part, but I've never lived in their society, honestly. I've kind of stayed within my church and been to other churches. But I don't know every major political issue that happens there, or even where the wars occur. I don't keep up with the news in that regard. Well, at least as of lately.
That's fair.
I've heard of battles in the past, but
well, hopefully we never find ourselves jungle side. I would be, I think, terrified for the first time in a long time. Between the Sakara,
brutal over there.
between the Sakara people who wish to skin and kill anybody who trespasses in their territories, and their varying warring tribes. And I've heard tale of a herd of your people that are unlike any other. Violent, brutal.
Do I know about these ones?
You've heard
Chimps.
you've heard whispers, yes. You don't know much about a name, about how organized they are, but you've heard whispers.
The only rumors, I don't know the name or anything. But I think I have heard of this.
I've seen the aftermath. That's all I know. I'm gonna catch some shut-eye.
Are you sure? I have honestly a few more questions for you.
Oh, of course, yes.
I guess first is well, you never answered my question before about what that was for.
Just smiles. Wasn't for anything. It was something I wanted to do. This life has too many purposes, duties, and reasons. Sometimes it's just the simplicity of wanting. Whether it be happiness, peace, romance, or violence. Sometimes we just do things because we want to.
always been taught that what you do needs to have purpose.
Just because something is out of want doesn't mean it has no purpose. Its purpose is the want. But doesn't...
You know,
Go ahead.
when you first gave me those books back in the grotto, my first impression of you back then was you were just the bookkeeper of the crew. Was all I really understood, and that you were the strategist.
For the most part.
And then I thought maybe you would still just kind of a brute like the rest of these pirates.
I can be. Should the mood strike. But I'd rather
Not always.
I'd rather
Your taste in books and trusting me with the journal early. I don't know, it felt kind of special to me.
It was. I'd rather you understand what you're getting into or what you're traveling with isn't just a group of savages and murderers.
Well, I'm still I'm only not convinced of you.
Well, Maury's a nice guy.
That's true. That's true. Very true. That's probably about it.
Yeah, you're probably right. Billy's good. Stupid, but good. Thorin
I don't
is...
know a man who commits gruesome violence on a regular basis without flinching.
Thorin is troubled. But
Is he?
she's very... like Flint. She's a runner. She's been trying to get away from her past.
Do I know that royal family name?
Make a history
I don't
check.
think I would, but I. Well, I
Not-
might from a book, I suppose.
You
yeah.
might have like read it, I read the name in a book. You wouldn't have really known much otherwise. But let's see if you read it in a book.
Oh yeah, oh, pretty decent. 17 plus whatever my bonus is here, plus 5, so 23.
Yeah, you would have read the name in a book. You can't really like recall the purpose to why you read it, but it is like a name you've seen somewhere, making it of somewhat note.
I don't know what's the royal family name of the High Elves.
No.
Of Algethir? Okay.
Just more of like, it's you've seen it a few times, so clearly it's somebody or some family of note.
Last name is quite a famous one, isn't it? I don't know actually the context behind it, but I have. I swear I remember reading it more than once somewhere.
As far as I know, they're a noble's kid. I'm not entirely sure. They very rarely speak to anyone. The few times I've heard them speak, it's usually shut down by Cobb. So, it causes them to be rather quiet.
I hate him.
He's a necessary evil. He was a good man.
He was, eh?
I used to be more friends with Cobb than I was Dimitri.
No.
Yes.
How's that possible?
Israel showed me compassion.
Who is that?
Cobb.
Oh,
Israel
this
Cobb.
is the real name.
Yeah. He showed me compassion. He was kind. He gave me food. He gave me shelter. He made sure to keep my cave clear on the island. He was kind. Dimitri was violent and mean. fool.
And now it's the opposite.
It's better this way. The vileness of Cobb, the butcher of Concordia, is nothing compared to the devil that lies within Dimitri.
Wow. I would have never guessed. Honestly, the Kraken kind of just... Well, the stories about him, like, he plays the character. He seems like those stories. This bravado of a man who is fearless but helps the weak and punishes those who would hurt them. Like,
That is the man
It
I
seems
made
just.
him into. That is the man I taught him to be. By calming him. By making him care about the little things. The man he was. Taught me the horrors you could do with fire. Taught me the intricacies of the smallest places you could cast a fireball. His stare just kind of goes dead for a minute. Blinks a few times. We have a lot to do tomorrow. We should probably get some sleep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up
It's all right.
Kraken's past, I suppose.
Kisses you on the cheek, and he turns over, takes off the eye patch, closes his eye, and then hangs the eye patch on the shelf.
Okay.
All right. Anybody doing anything else before Betty Bye time?
I want to talk to Leonard. Oh well, I guess it doesn't apply to me because I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, that'll be over the course of the night.
Very good.
That'll be
Bye.
Betty Bye time for everybody.
I
Leonard,
just eat with Uno and then I go to bed.
okay. Do you go to the room with everybody? Do you go back to the bounty hunter's room? Where you going?
I wasn't invited. I just go where everyone is.
Okay.
I'll find a spot and then walk in like a dog in the spot and then sit down.
Okay.
Kadon is down here and he looks anxious as fuck with all these people around. And he's just getting his food and
All
trying
right.
to get out of here as fast as possible.
You go. You get food.
I wouldn't have left Kadon alone. I would have made sure he ate and went to bed.
Oh, I figured. I'm just putting you.
Yeah.
I'm
Make
putting.
sure all the kids get to bed.
Yeah, I'm just putting you in Lena's room.
Yeah, Kadon just, as soon as they go downstairs, it's just like uncomfortable with all the people.
The tavern's very, very busy. You go. You get some food. Malachi heads upstairs. You head upstairs. And then Uno heads upstairs with Leonard.
Leonard,
All
he's my friend.
right. Kadon, do you just go right back onto the balcony?
Yeah, I'll go to like our bedroom.
Wasn't there a balcony? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Uno would have
I'll-
made sure he went there.
I'm going, okay.
I'm going to bed, Mom. Flint, you just staying up?
It depends.
Sure.
So in thumbing through the journal, I'm looking to see if I can find any information on anyone that he may have been working with or like had been doing jobs for or anything.
It is just a songbook.
It's just songs? Okay.
songs.
You had mentioned journal, so I was like,
It's like a journal, like you would buy it as a journal, but he just filled it with songs.
Okay.
There's probably about like 100 to 150 like personally written songs.
Okay. In that case, yeah, Flint will probably head to bed.
All right. You can pile in with Stumpy, Mint, and Asta, or you could pile in with Malachi. You could go sleep on the balcony. All right. Everyone's cuddled.
Cute.
Malachi's like in a ball. Like a
Cute.
cat.
All right.
Oh my god.
Throughout the entire night, nobody's a light sleeper, right?
Kadon probably is.
All right. Throughout the entire night, Kadon, you would hear a little as Stumpy is just kicking throughout and swinging his little arms throughout the entire night.
Kadon will just like lay on the fucking deck, just looking at the sky, just like with a deadpan.
It's hilarious.
Just like, my god, this fucking mushroom. I'm going to put him in soup.
Stumpy soup. Get +1 to stabs. Okay. Boop. Boop. All right. Is Kadon? Yeah, Kadon's closed the door. Okay. As everyone slowly begins to fall asleep, what do you want to talk to Leonard about?
He said he's gonna tell me about the Platinum Mountain.
Ah, yes. Effectively, he pulls out a map in his room and just marks it on a map for you, and then says, not a whole lot else. Just looks at you. It's right there. Right there. You don't know how he's seeing the map. He kind of just put an X in the middle of the ocean. Right there. You'll find it.
What do I do when I find it?
You go, hey. He looks you up and down. Paladin. Bahamut's cool. And then they'll let you in.
Is it a temple?
It's like a castle in a rock with a temple and a dock and like a bar and like a dungeon and like a big graveyard.
All right.
It's a nice place.
Is there nothing but paladins there?
And clerics and priests and scribes and people who were saved but orphans who work for the island and all kinds of folk that the Platinum Dragon has reached his scaly little hand out and touched. In some divine or natural way.
Am I... Why should I go there?
Every paladin, cleric, and worshiper of Bahamut who does a little more than just, go to mass should go. It's a good place. It's a place of knowledge of the orders for a long time. They know us stuff that not even the big churches know of. They know of orders that orders don't know of them. They're
knowledgeable. They're the real deal. Buttman would have wanted you to go.
Bertram.
That's what I said.
Would want me to go. He's not dead. He's captured somewhere, and I'm trying to
Can you see him?
see him.
Can you touch him?
No.
Then, until you can, it's best to assume the worst. So you're pleasantly surprised about the best. Everybody's a loss or a casualty of war until they're not. In my line of work, it's easier to look at them all that way.
I understand. Trust me, I get it. But he can't be.
He's probably not Buttman strong.
Do you need anything, Leonard?
I'm alright.
Okay. Is there anything else you could possibly tell me? Do you remember what the name of this order was for the shield?
Not a clue.
Okay.
But they'll tell you as he points at the map. There might be some records in Concordia if you want to make your way there. There was a temple there long ago, but I think it's a whorehouse now. Yeah, called the Platinum Bosom. It's a great place. I've never been.
Do you have a map of Concordia?
Of Concordia, no, but I can tell you how to get in unless you're running with pirates, then you don't need to worry about it.
Just gonna pinch the bridge of my nose. Yeah, I'm with pirates.
Then you'll be fine. Otherwise, they'll shoot you. Like aggressively, and then put you on like a spike. Be like, don't come in here.
All right. Do you have any prayer books? Any books on Bahamut?
Like a Bible?
Mm.
No, I lost mine. I've been looking for one. It fell in the ocean. I can't swim. You realize he says swim with a Q.
Oh no, I heard it.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I find him very comforting despite my deadpan face. All right. Please be careful, Leonard.
No promises.
Fair. All right, and I'm gonna leave.
Goodbye. Z, you just hear a woof as he falls into bed.
God damn it. Goodbye. Let me out.
All right.
Where's the cuddle room?
Cuddle room is downstairs. Like right down these stairs.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Hey.
Take me down.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Wait, where did I
Ah!
go? Where did I go?
I phased you through the floor!
No! I'm in hell, guys. Goodbye.
Oh, hell's in this campaign too? God damn it.
I thought you worship Bahamut. How'd you end up there?
well,
You know.
The same way the other platinum dragon down there did by choice.
then they run a barbershop.
That's true, they give magic haircuts.
And he shaped me up real good.
um, I enjoyed the mention of Cobb and seeing everybody do the strangle, and then seeing the platinum bosom and seeing everybody laugh. It's great.
Let me out.
What?
Let me out. I
Oh.
don't want to be in the room. Thank you.
It's very hot in there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quietly stand out on the balcony.
Okay.
Probably pull out my I'm gonna flip my other book to like a blank page and just kind of hold my pencil to just debating on what I should do.
Okay.
The mushroom man is still making his sounds. Kadan would just be laying there fucking looking at the stars.
With the door closed, you wouldn't be able to hear him.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd be able to get some sleep. But your eyes would shoot open as soon as the door opens and Uno comes out. You would just hear the again. You'd like wake up. Fuck.
The mushroom is so annoying. Because he like kind of turns over.
Go back to sleep, Kadan.
What's everybody's passive perception?
Oh no.
12.
Okay.
13.
13 as well.
I'm always one short.
Asta and Malachi. Never mind you, Flint.
What am I doing?
Passive perception.
Passive perception is 13.
It was 13.
I remember Mince is really high.
Mince is super
like
high.
40.
This is 21.
It's disgusting.
Very. You're sleeping, Flint. In a deep sleep. As you begin to feel yourself drift into the bed and kind of lose yourself a bit, you just hear Maxon's words over and over again in your mind. The rage building as you toss and turn. An anger. And a guilt. As you're lying there, dead in your sleep, comfortable but stressed, you hear in the back of your mind, can you hear your heart burning? Can you feel the struggle?
Is this voice? Is this like the same voice I heard from the blade?
Close. The fear within me is beyond anything your soul could make. The guilt builds in a way you could not handle. Your guilt festers and your rage subsides, and you do nothing. You could not kill him in a way that matters just as much
is a weapon, not a burden. You wake up in a cold sweat. You are not in the room.
Why?
Gotta kidnap you.
Okay. That's some freaky Freddy Krueger shit right there. Laying down the entire time.
You wake up in a cold sweat in the ruins of what looks like some type of old church. The stones around you and underneath you, pushing into your back.
A weapon?
The sword in your hand. A broken, chipped, gnarled blade.
It's just a broken blade.
It's a broken longsword. But it has an energy to it. You look at it, and you hear the words. As you focus on it, you hear what it said to you.
It's not a burden. It's a weapon. And I hold it tighter.
It's the blade. The rest of it, at the broken part, illuminates in blue flame, creating the full length of the longsword as the entire blade just is wreathed in flame, illuminating this dilapidated church.
Where am I? And I kind of just hold up the sword and try to see as much as I can.
You hold up the blade. Looking around, you're, like I said, in a dilapidated church, kind of peeking through the breaks in the stone. You're not too far from the tavern itself. But it is no longer sundown. You look to where the sun is coming from, and it's rising.
I was here all night. What does it mean? What does it mean that the guilt? I can harm. How can I use guilt?
Do you attune to the sword?
I
Spend 30 minutes focusing on it?
I do.
I will add it to your list as Guilt's Provenance is the sword's name.
Guilt's Provenance.
It is a weapon. It is a longsword. It is guilt to be wielded. Everybody else, you wake up early in the morning. You smell breakfast being cooked. Kadan, you smell a beautiful smell that you've never smelt before. It fills into your nose, animalistically waking you up. The rest of you smell pancakes.
I've had pancakes.
You're aware of them. Bertram would
I'm aware of pancakes.
whether you've eaten them or not, but he would have made them like pretty regularly. He's a fat little dwarf. Like he just eats like trash.
I love him.
Like morning beers and pancakes on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's my homie.
That is my dad. That is my dad.
I follow the smell.
It leads you down to the tavern. As you're like your nose is flaring, you're sniffing away.
Oh, which direction? Which direction did the sunrise? I would have been there.
There is no balcony on that side unless you want to walk out and go towards
No,
the.
I walked outside.
Okay, you could go towards the window where the proposition of "Do you want to bang?" happened on the second floor here.
Okay.
Yeah, you wanna fuck me?
Do you want to fuck window?
Thanks for the landmark.
It's the big window on the second floor, right
Yeah,
there.
there.
Yeah, you got it. It's got two little
Long
flowers in it.
table.
Yeah. That's the only way you could really see the sunrise.
I would have been there.
All right. Everybody, as you're heading down Kadan, you would just see all of these pancakes, waffles, and fresh pastries are being made and just put out, just a complete layout of a delicious breakfast, a mound of bacon on a plate that is just for people to take. If you stayed the night, you can just take as many
Kadan
pieces as
just
you want.
takes the entire platter of bacon.
All right.
And just leaves.
Tar just kind of looks back. We're gonna need another plate. You hear some grumbling and frying in the back frantically.
Just sits it down at the table.
All right. Malachi, Asta, you would have noticed Flint's gone.
Oh my god.
Also, where's Magnus?
Yeah, Magnus never came to bed.
When I went to bed, it was just me, Mint, and little Stumpy.
Yeah, I was too busy sundowning to notice anything.
I'll let you free, Magnus.
Did I
Is
see,
Malachi-
Flint go to bed?
You would have like felt the bed depress as he.
I would have like looked up and seen him.
Flint was there when we went to bed.
What the fuck are you saying?
Flint was there when I went to bed.
Just shoveling, like grease is pouring out of his mouth into his beard as he's just shoveling bacon into his mouth. It's like premely cooked where it's like really bendy, but it's like crispy on the edges. It's delicious.
I have not had them good meat in so long.
I can tell. I'll see.
You hear all three of you, Magnus, Malachi, actually Uno as well, and Kadan, you would hear a rattling of plates as a warg puppy runs up the stairs and has a little bracket on his back that is holding a platter, and he stops at Kadan and he just kind of like rattles, kind of waiting for you to take the lid off the platter.
Take the lid off the platter.
Take the lid off the platter. There is 4 premely cooked ox steaks with a little note that just says, "For the bacon man."
Bacon man.
Kadan takes the platter and just... We are blessed this day.
Is that all for you?
The dog runs down the stairs and goes and gets another order. You see the little warg puppy is delivering food to tables.
Kadan just takes a steak by the hands and starts eating it.
Oh, It's
So when it
it's
comes to
like
meat,
medium
all of a
rare.
sudden You start becoming religious.
Would I have noticed Magnus gone all night?
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen him at all. You would have noticed he never came in because you didn't go to sleep.
Where are you?
Oh, are you
I
are you
was-
priest Magnus? Or are you full?
Are you priest? Well, he has to hide his face.
Oh yeah,
so
you
I'm
no
assuming
yeah you're full armored up.
Full plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually with Sinclair last night.
Kadon just kind of looks over mid tearing out of the steak.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I came to him last night to ask for a private place, and he gave me his room. And then an hour later, he came back, and we talked, and just just shared the bed.
Shared the bed?
Yeah.
Share the
Talked,
bed like
yeah.
like a
We're
bunk
in the
bed.
home and it's hard to see what that meant.
What do you mean?
I looked at Kadon.
Share the bed like a bunk bed.
No, it was one bed.
Oh,
And there was one bed.
There was one bed.
oh so like
I'm not reacting to this at all. I just go, Magnus, can I talk to you for a second?
So like everybody was sleeping
Okay.
butt to or butt to butt last night.
Butt to butt. Just kind of.
Except Asta and Little Stumpy. They were spooning a little bit.
Private conversation, or
Sure, let's go out to the balcony.
I would like to get some food.
It won't be long.
Can I get food first, please?
Fine. Yeah, I'll just
You
go
want one of these steaks?
No, I think that's a bit too
Wait, I want one.
heavy in the morning for me.
I come back.
I push a chair out for him to sit down and
Yeah, I
slide a
would like a
steak
bite
over to him.
anyway. I would like a bite.
It is a nice rare cooked ox steak. It's bloody.
Oh,
it's
it's rare.
juicy.
You said there was 4, right?
There's 4. Yeah. To
Whatever.
clarify, an ox steak is 48 ounces.
Damn!
What, like,
I devour that shit.
Jesus.
yeah, ox steaks are fucking massive.
That's a little too undercooked for my taste.
This is great for me.
This reminds me of my time in mountains.
He's not. He just has like blood down his chest. He's just all greasy.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Return to bear.
Return to bear. You do see banana yogurt bowls also on the table.
Oh. When you come down to Asta filling two plates of everything, and like, oh, good morning. I
Okay,
did not
oh.
see you come into the room last night.
Like everything.
Like everything. He's
Okay,
hungry.
so you have mangoes, dragon fruits, cantaloupes, bacon, pancakes, waffles, muffins, danishes, a slice of banana loaf, a slice of carrot loaf.
Ooh.
There is also bacon, sausage, ham, ox steak, regular kind of beef steak. There are basically it's like back bacon, like Canadian bacon, like that stuff. And then there's roasted vegetables, a banana yogurt bowl, a blueberry yogurt bowl, there's a ton. There are so many items here.
Good today.
Yeah, he's just got 2 plates, and he's just piling as much as he can on them.
Targ is frantically in the back with all of his kitchen staff trying to keep up with this, because usually people kind of
Big
eat.
boys.
Nobody eats this much.
Yeah.
3 big
We gotta-
guys.
you know,
Three
we're on the
big guys.
we're on
Really?
that Terry Crews
Dang,
diet,
did
you
anyone
know.
pay for this?
It's included in your room.
Oh, this poor guy.
How did they make a profit off of
It's
this?
the continental
He did not say
breakfast,
we
you know.
have to pay extra, so
Yeah.
we just take long.
If you got like one of the shitty shared rooms where you're sleeping in a crappy bunk bed with a bunch of random strangers, you don't get this. But because you guys got the canoodling room, it's included in your room.
See,
We
see
gotta
guys,
do
it
We
was an
canoodle to get
investment.
some good food.
Especially since we got the big boys.
Yeah, even the room Leonard has, he has to pay for his breakfast.
Leonard. Friend Leonard.
Magnus will take a waffle and coat it with the banana yogurt and the blueberry yogurt, and he will get a muffin and all the fruit as well.
Okay. So as you gather your breakfast, you enjoy
And tea, if
stuff.
they have it or
They do. They have
Once you grab it,
they have
I don't-
38 types of tea.
Oh, perfect. They have in tea bags.
No, they're it's a bunch of herbs and they give you like a little metal steeper. That comes with a note that if you steal the steeper, the warg comes for you.
Oh, also, God, the tavern ate Stumpy.
Ah, Stumpy!
No!
He's become one with the floorboards.
I think he became.
He's in the walls.
I kind of put him down and I watched him shit his face. So
Where did he go?
He's just,
literally, I put him down and I
become
just
a
watched
spore.
the mini go. And I was like, uh-oh.
The
Space
Last of Us
program
campaign
Stumpy
starts.
is a
yeah.
Oh no.
Zombie campaign.
Well, we already got a Pedro Pascal somewhere.
Oh no.
We're good. Where the fuck did he go?
told you, he shot up to the moon.
He's dead.
And whenever I click on his thing, it shows he is the ceiling.
He's in the goddamn wall.
Like the ceiling of the tavern of the world.
Yeah, of the tavern.
Oh. Huh. I'll look for him. Anyway, Flint.
Magnus will have a black tea with honey with whatever.
Okay.
There, so, Flint.
Flint, do
Let's
you
see.
do you make your way back? Do you just stay there?
Yeah, I'm making my way back.
Making my way.
I'm walking fast. My faces and the faces
I keep
they
losing track of all my kids.
You do.
It's mainly just the one.
Yeah. It's,
I mean, I couldn't find Magnus for a while, but Magnus can mostly take care of himself.
I was gonna say Magnus is not your kid.
We're gonna have to put
You are
Flint,
now.
we're gonna have to put Flint on a harness and leash.
Yeah.
Let's get him like a little baby, like huggy thing, and stick it to. We'll both.
I
take
need to
turns.
redraw that one meme.
Yeah.
All of us.
Oh my god, me with you guys all on the leash.
on the leash. Yeah.
Just looking real tired. Just fuck.
Dog, I don't know what the fuck you did to
What?
Stumpy. He doesn't exist anymore.
I told you,
Gone.
Stumpy is gone.
He ascended.
Oh.
He literally ascended to godhood.
He's a
like,
god,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a god now. He has actually been chosen to be one of the reincarnations of God.
he just started.
We're gonna start hearing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna DM like that from now on.
Congrats, Asta. You're now a paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the stabby god.
We can
Yeah.
be paladins.
Channel divinity, big stabba.
Big stab.
Big stabba.
It sounds like a fucking like orc spell for Moria.
It does.
It sounds like a goblin spell.
The clouds will part, and a giant butter knife will come down from the sky.
That's your divine intervention if you're
Yeah.
a cleric. It's just
That's pretty intimidating. That's like world ending. Just a giant god hand plunges a Sargeras' blade into the planet.
It's a butter knife. There, I've retrieved Stumpy.
Hooray.
Have both
When-
Stumpy and Shroomer.
Listen,
Nice.
soon it will be just Stumpy, but for now that'll be new Stumpy.
Stumpy's. It's just not the same.
Stumpy seems so different.
Flint, as you're walking up, you would see Commander Richard Foley outside of the tavern speaking with one of his pirate hunters as you make your way in.
Oh. I just keep walking.
They pay no mind to you as you make your way in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay, cool. And as I walk in, I would probably head over to Magnus. It would be probably like the first person I'd see. And Hi, Magnus.
Oh, hello.
I believe we might have company.
What do you mean?
Those pirate hunters, they're right outside.
Oh. Magnus, where did Sinclair go?
Sinclair's stayed upstairs.
Just go was Sinclair, I guess, so. Tell Kadon as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
When Asta comes up and sits next to Kadon, he's just like fucking like he's like putting like pieces of bacon on the steak and just like biting out of it like that.
That is so smart, and he'll do the same.
Oh my god, they're so cute.
Y'all just eating, living deliciously. Y'all could move to this bigger table and all sit together.
Nah, I'll just
I don't
stand
know if-
awkwardly behind you guys.
I don't know if they want to watch what we're doing to this.
We can move. We can move.
Okay.
Do they even want to see what we're doing here? Yeah.
We're just
It's
Shoving
that
this
scene.
in.
It's that scene from XXX with Ice Cube where he's just like eating the burger, but it sounds like he's just fucking. It's just like that.
oh
Oh yeah, you like dirty.
It's us, and then Grumpy's got his wooden spoon just stabbing at everything on the plate.
Yeah.
There's
He's
a
like
lot
trying
going
to
on.
he like tries to like stab it in my stomach. Stop it.
He's mainly like stabbing into soft things like oatmeals and yogurts and fruits. He's just kind of like grabbing it. He'll taste it, go Pah! And then fling it.
So, Kadan, where did you sleep last night? Because I did not realize how much room I take up in the bed with my wings now. I
slept
tried to
outside.
give Mint as much space as possible, but me and Stumpy sure take up lots of room.
Stumpy is very loud when he's asleep.
Stumpy is very loud. I tried to shut him by like covering him with wings and stuff. It did not work.
No,
Also,
every
why
time
does he fuck his head? I do not understand.
he kicked his legs, I could hear it, and it would wake me up. Okay, Mint comes, she just passes out on the floor. in front of us.
It comes out. It's just eating some oatmeal, or whatever.
But I slept out on patio. I like the outside.
That is better. I got to figure out how to sleep with wings. I think I now have to sleep on back. But that means whoever sleeps in bed with me is going to get curled up in wings, so it might be very warm.
Magnus, do you head outside to speak with Una? Oh, wrong way.
You're muted.
Wrong way.
I was going to go warn Sinclair.
Oh, you're
Pirate hunters.
all right. So it's
How
down.
did I go?
Here, I
I
got.
didn't mean to go up these stairs.
I got you. You've been kidnapped. And then it's over here.
So,
Sinclair's just sitting, having a bowl of fruit and just reading through a ledger. Just
Hey,
writing things down.
Sinclair, pirate hunters are here outside the tavern.
Oh.
That should alarm you.
All right. I'll gather the things and we should get ready to move. Okay. All right. Do what you can. Get out of here as quickly as possible. Luckily, there's a few exits. Tell Tog if you have to. Donkey fucker. He'll let you out through the barn.
Okay. Donkey fuck out?
Donkey fucker. Like you want, like, you are a person who fucks donkeys.
I am not, but I suppose it is a code word.
It works
Okay.
wonders.
Alright. Well, alright. I'm gonna go talk to Uno now, and we'll do that. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
I love Magnus.
Oh, you passed the door. Uno's.
Uno's over here?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Mm.
Pulls up a chair, puts his breakfast down. It's like, Pirate Hunters, I'm having my goddamn breakfast. Thank you very much. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So, there's Pirate Hunters out there. What did you want to talk about?
Should we be
Just
leaving?
waffle. In a moment.
Mm. I just sort of lean in on the table. I don't sit. I lean in on the table. Una, you guys probably noticed Una doesn't sit down. She's been standing this entire time. But she sort of leans into Magnus so they can speak quietly. Spent the night with St. Clair. Do you still have that book?
I do.
Does it say why they're undead?
No. It does say that he's a werewolf, though. And it did allude at the end of it. He mentions getting picked up by the army. And he says the werewolves wasn't the only curse spread throughout the ship. So I don't know. Perhaps the undead is a curse as well. Is there another curse? I don't know.
Are you worried about it?
Told me some very concerning things about the Kraken last night. He is not the man that we think he is today. He said he was more brutal than Cobb. Like, far worse. Which is not the Kraken that we know today. So they've certainly gone through a lot. He didn't honestly talk a whole lot last night. And he got very somber when he brought up the Kraken's past as well. He said that the man that the Kraken is today is the one that he shaped. That Sinclair shaped. Magnus is like looking by the door and making sure like, there's not
I mean, I can see them from here. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out. Did you tell the others that they were out there?
Flint is the one who told me, actually, so I'm sure he would have. Was that all you wanted to talk about?
I wanted to ask what your intentions are, what your purpose is.
Sorry?
I wanted to ask what your intentions are, what your purpose is. What are you out here trying to do, Magnus?
Seeking passage at the moment, and knowing these people won't take me to the right place, and I certainly can't go aboard a coalition vessel.
What I mean is, my duty is to kill sinners. My vow is enmity, vengeance. Seek those that have wronged many people. That's what I mean. What are you doing out here, Magnus?
Well, I'm finding my duty, I suppose. I have my own tenets that I follow by, which is to love, care, give, be present, and tolerant to those who are in need. But to also punish the wicked. Not to kill sinners, to punish the wicked, and to bring atonement to those who will accept it.
I'm not trying to look down on you or anything. I'm worried about you and this situation and the people around, and I don't mean it as any disrespect or insult, but you strike me as the type that's inexperienced with combat, fighting, violence.
I am not inexperienced. I may not have been in wars, but I've certainly fought battles. And I
just
do
seem
hunt the
so-
occasional heretic.
You just seem so shocked by everything that's happening.
What do you mean?
What that man did, melting that man's helmet.
Because that was brutality. That was not normal. Sorry. That's normal to you? Where someone just melts their helmet onto their fucking face? No, a man stabs a man and kills him, puts him down. That's what I'm used to. I've seen other hereticals. What truly also bothers me is those who would consult with dark powers to bring evil demons into this world, unleashing them upon the rest of humanity, Edrich. Those things have their own realm for a reason. If that's what you're concerned about, I'm not sure why.
Mm.
That is normal to you.
I've seen worse.
Well, you are from the pit like a dawn.
You're
I would
all
assume so.
You're all young ones, and I don't mean that. Well, some of you are children, but you're all young, and I want to make sure that you guys don't end up like someone like me.
And what is someone like you?
Someone who feels nothing, whether pain or emotion. Someone who won't shy away from violence or do. I
certainly hope
I admire you in a way, Magnus. You were both religious, but you remind me of other paladins of Bahamut in a way that you are worthy of your god's love. I myself am a sinner in service to Bahamut.
a sinner.
Hmm.
For what? Sorry, if you.
No, it's
Perhaps
fine. Like I said, I don't really feel much anymore. It doesn't bother me to talk about it. But I was in the pit for longer than I don't even know. I saw people even grow old and die there. There's many things I had to do there that can never be forgiven. I don't like to go into detail because it's upsetting to other people. The looks on their faces. I don't like to bring that sort of pain to others.
If it's what is more brutal than what I saw on that ship that night, I can understand why.
had to do, I've done many things and had to do many things. And I've gotten many people killed and killed many people. Which is why I say I'm worried, Magnus. I don't want what I am, what has happened to me to happen to you as well. To be beyond atonement.
No one is beyond atonement. However, atonement is earned. That is what the Golden Bough teaches us.
Good.
Perhaps one day you are forgiven. Sorry, that's not how that works. You go through trials. You are temporarily forgiven until you seek the end of your atonement. But until your death, you won't know if you've truly fully atoned for your sins. So yesterday, an innocent man's life was taken, and I was a part of the decision. It was an accident. However, as you know, it's very black and white under the eyes of the gods. And I soak atonement last night, and that was part of why I ended up in Sinclair's room.
You and Kadan?
No. No, I was not with Kadan. Malachi was. And I...
Sorry.
And I did agree to steal this other blacksmith's supplies. However, I had a justification for it in my mind in the beginning, and he was supplying the coalition. He'd taken their contract as opposed to this other guys, and we were going to get paid for it. Quite a bit of money. And all I had to do was take some supplies. They were going to scare the man or rough him up a bit. Nothing damnable. Still wrong. But the man was only ever just doing his job. He was the successful candidate over the contract. There was no reason why this man deserved this. So I soak atonement through mortification of flesh last night.
Do I know what that is, DM? I've read it in my holy books.
Yeah. You would have been told about that from your mentor.
Mm. Very admirable,
sorry.
Magnus. And it's good that we're so different. You see, even in death, it will not be free. I know I am meant for hell. Heaven is not for me. Even in the hells, I will fight Bahamut's battle, still continue to punish.
Really?
Mm.
In a way, that's kind of comforting as well. Knowing that even in death, at least some people are even still committing to a greater cause.
Just be wary, Magnus, is all I'm saying.
I understand. I know it's not a one-to-one analogy, but you know what a balance sheet is?
No.
It's simple inventory and accounting where you compare money you lose or inventory you lose against that you gain. So, by the end of the balance sheet, things either add up and it all equals 0, or you have a net loss, or net profit. Net profit being a gain, you have more than you lost, and a net loss meaning you lost more than you gained. It's not a great way to think of people's lives in, but it is something you can use as a tool in your mind to measure something like that.
A gunshot rings out from inside the tavern.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Yeah. I saw them moving in.
Yeah.
Sounds like that's our cue to leave.
Mm.
I go over to the edge of the banister to look down.
Flint, you might want to come over to me.
A pirate hunter holding up a piece of paper. Attention! The commander grabbing the paper and shoving him back. Attention all members and patrons of Targ's Barge. You are being charged with aiding and abetting pirates. If you hand them over now, all charges will be dropped. If not, people will be arrested on the conspiracy to commit piracy. You have 5 minutes to hand over the following people. As he holds up the book, or the paper, as he begins kind of turning one page forward after the other. 1 Flint Lockhart for murder for a bounty of 75 silver pieces. 1 Sinclair for a bounty of 10 platinum pieces. We are also looking for Kadon the Bear for 500 silver pieces. There are other wanted members that have been seen going into this tavern. They are to be handed over immediately with the others that have been listed. They are as follows. I have handouts.
No, please. My mentor's gonna be so disappointed in me.
No, please.
We are looking for said to be traveling with the bear, the Horned Beast, other known as the Horned Horror, for conspiracy and treason, and piracy.
Which one?
Sorry.
You look so scary. Oh my.
For treason and piracy, a bounty of 50 silver pieces.
Oh shit.
Treason and piracy.
We are also looking. Actually, no, that's it. That's the only ones I have. Never mind.
Oh.
You have 5 minutes. These doors will close, and you are to present the guilty. We will not ask again. As he steps out.
Who is the? I understand Bear and Flint, but who is Horned Horror?
We believe that is Malachi.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is anybody looking at?
I do not see it.
Yeah, it's nothing like me.
Do you want me to get Flint and anyone else out of here? I can grab Flint and Mint and get them out.
Get Flint out of here.
3 guards stay by the door. They close the doors to give some type of privacy for those who turn over.
Is this a window right here?
Yep.
So,
And looking out at you, watch as Commander Foley grabs the shoulder of the same one that was screwing up the announcement yesterday when you
Aw.
arrived, as he grabs him and just backhands him across the face. And as he stumbles down to the ground, he pulls out a flintlock, puts it to the brunt of his forehead, and pulls the trigger.
Well, that seems kind of
Wait,
harsh.
just for screwing up the fucking.
Multiple times.
That's still fucked up.
Damn.
He can't read. Leave him alone.
Well, take this time to.
He
Guys,
definitely can't read anymore, that's for
Tog can get us out, but apparently.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully he can get himself out too. Tog, the bar owner, he will get us out.
You finally got the tavern
sure.
name.
We have to get downstairs, but I guess he's not
Oh yeah, what's the
looking
tavern name?
for
Targ's
me
Barge.
And you, Magnus. Oh, and Uno.
Say again, Asta? Sorry?
He's not looking for you, me, Mint, and Magnus. We can just walk right out.
As far as they know if they're looking for me either.
You two
We
have
have-
horns. No one with horns.
We have been seen
Goes down.
walking around town together, though. When we saw that bounty hunter earlier, we were all sitting in a group together.
I do believe we might have been sold out by the other one.
I don't know. Either way, I'm going to go tell Tog that we're donkey fuckers. And Magnus walks downstairs.
What?
So why is he telling Tog that we fuck donkeys?
I understand the plan, but I kind of stand out. How am I going to just slip by to the bar?
I have an idea. I can buy us
I
some
was
time.
thinking I could grab Mint and Flint and fly off the balcony, because I don't think they expect fly.
They probably wouldn't. That's a good idea, Asta. Sinclair stepping up. I can buy us a small amount of time, but I need someone to grab me, because I will pass out.
What do you need?
I'll do
Like,
it.
do you have to go downstairs? Because I could probably carry you with my tail.
I have to go downstairs, and I have to get in line of sight of Foley.
Oh.
Shit.
I'll do it. Because I can
You want
cast
to-
something to
grab
keep you
the two-
protected.
All right. Someone telling Tog your donkey fuckers?
Yes,
Magnus.
Magnus.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody who's not being carried away by Winged Beautiful over there, go be a donkey fucker with Magnus. I'm going to head downstairs, and I'll get us out as best as I can.
Alright, I'm going to scoop up Mint and Flint and hold them like children, like under the butts, and to my chest, and I'm gonna run out
Oh,
and just fly out. I'm over my head, like through telepathically. I'm gonna go to Uno. I will meet you where we fought the creepy man that took Flint down on the beach.
shouldn't we go towards the bar or the boat? Or
Do we not have stuff we have to finish?
No.
no? We should leave.
I thought we were
Then I will
wanted.
meet-
Yeah.
I will meet
We
you
are
at
out of time.
We
Wait,
can
wait,
steal
wait!
that
Before
dangerous log.
Sinclair goes out, just in case, I touch my holy symbol and I say, Lord Bahamut, grant this your faithful a platinum scale to be shielded, and I'll cast Shield of Faith on
Okay. It's a shimmering silver, shimmering platinum aura kind of surrounds Sinclair. Sinclair walks forward and passes you, pulling off the eye patch, and just points a hand towards the middle guard as they're standing there, and they start grinning, mumbling to themselves. "Nice. I think we found one. You died." As he points to the one in the center, as you watch their skin just, and they drop down to the ground. As they scream in pain, no wounds, but they believe that they've died. As Sinclair keeps walking forward, I just gotta knock this boy down. Keeps walking forward, heading towards the rest of them. What is everyone else doing?
DM,
Yes.
can I try to get rid of my horns?
Sure, you're gonna like rip them off.
No,
God.
I'm gonna try to shape change.
Okay. With a shape change, yeah, you could hide them.
Get rid of my horns and my little nose.
Okay.
You little nose.
So look more humanoid-esque.
Sure. All right. Magnus, you walking up to the bar.
He
He's
just
still-
went AFK.
Yeah, shit. Okay. Asta, where have you taken Mint and Flint?
I'm going to fly and then head back to the merchant ships we came on.
Okay. I will grab those two. Oops.
And Stumpy, I would have shoved in my like into Mint's
Apron
hands.
pocket?
Would have
Oh.
gone. Yeah.
I just gotta drag them out. Without grabbing anybody else.
Go, Guitar Man, go.
The bard's just fucking going for it.
Ripping.
Guard's seeing some chaos going on. Yeah, you just bring yourself down to the boats as you're flying. Nobody's really expecting it, and you're able to make it to the stairs where the crucified people
Yeah,
are.
down like the big staircase.
Yeah, down to the big staircase. Yeah, towards the boats where the crucified people on the rocks are.
Ah, yes, the decorations.
Yes. Hopefully Pat will get back in a second. The two guards standing off to the side trying to get their friend up. Like, come on, wake up. Come on, you're okay. As you watch his skin kind of like begin to rejuvenate a bit as he shakes his head and just, what happened? So Claire just pointing forward and kind of a slight purple shimmer moving between Foley and his men, and then just all kind of pulling and centering around Foley. You didn't see anyone. In fact, this place is a lost cause. And this bar is filled with Coalition loyalists. As... need to roll a dice. Okay. You watch Foley kind of stand there, furrowing his brow. Shake his head. His one eye kind of shimmering over with the purple. What are you luggets standing around for? Keep it moving. We have houses to check. Not time to drink. That'll be later. As a few of them kind of look towards Foley and then the body on the ground and start moving with him slightly as Sinclair drops to his knees. Come on. Let's go. Quick as we can.
Around, I offer my hand.
Scoop him up. He's
Yeah.
barely able to walk.
All right, yeah, I'll scoop him up.
Magnus, do you declare the donkey fuckers to Targ?
Yes. What happened with Sinclair?
This is going on at the same time. It's just he stepped away, so I wasn't able to do it. So as you run up to Targ and just shout, do you shout the word donkey fuckers? Do you say word donkey? Like what do you do?
It just kind of looks at Targ and he says, gets his attention. You know, me and my friends are donkey fuckers.
Yeah. In the back, go to that door that's by the bar's head back there. It'll be nice and quiet for you. Loads of donkeys as he winks. And
Oh no.
I look at Magnus and be like, do you fuck donkeys?
You do too. You're my friend, aren't you? Let's go.
I do not fuck donkeys.
You
Speak
do
for
now.
yourself.
You do.
as you all can make your way back here,
Yeah,
there's
I
a
have
there's a way
Sinclair.
out. You can hop down and get out through the
I'll help Uno. She needs it.
All right.
Just
You're
go,
gonna go
go.
out through the front. Okay. All right. As you're helping Sinclair.
I grab Sinclair and throw him over my shoulder. I will move faster with Sinclair.
I'm
You go.
carrying him just fine. I'm just bridal carrying.
Okay. So you would see being bridal carried as all of you begin making your way down towards the beach. I need athletic checks from everybody except that flying trio.
Oh shit. Athletics.
Yes.
Oh, I'm good at that. All right.
Yeah, that's not good.
I'm okay.
$23.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Ooh. Okay.
21.
Wow.
As you all begin running, Malachi, you're more towards the back. Let me just grab all you here. Oh, where is Magnus? I've lost a monkey man.
He's up in the bard stage. The bard stage.
Oh, here.
There he is.
Kidnapped. All right. As you're all running as hard and as fast as you can, Uno carrying Malachi, or carrying Sinclair, who's drifting in and out of consciousness. Malachi, you begin to fall behind as you hear, "Wait! Stop them!" 14 and 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, both of those?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'll roll
What
the.
kind of bullets are those?
They are just regular old gunshots. There's just musket balls. They're made of iron. 9 in total.
Iron, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Make a wisdom save.
No.
Okay.
Is a reaction only used when you're attacked?
Oh, you can use your reaction whenever. Well, it depends on the context of the spell, I guess.
You know what? It's fine. I won't use a reaction.
7.
You feel yourself begin to slow. You feel it burning as the one shot is in your shoulder, the other's kind of in your like lower, kind of like kidney area, like lower side. They begin to slow. You feel the burning. You feel yourself twitching a bit. You're trying your best to resist the iron's effects.
Can I turn and see him getting fucked up?
Yeah, he's slowed up, and you would see Foley and his men. Foley grabs a horn on his belt and just calls out. You would hear the.
Malachi, do you need help?
Yes.
I'll run back for him. And
Sinclair.
No, I still have Sinclair.
Okay.
I'll backpack him.
All right, just pick him up. His legs kind of stick out pretty far under your arms. As you start running, I need an athletics check. Fuck, if you guys weren't so strong, I would ask for disadvantage, but athletics checks from everybody.
Okay.
Except for Malachi, because you were being carried.
21.
All
Can I
right.
give Malachi a tap when Kanan goes past me?
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Did I take damage?
Yeah, you did. You took 9 points of damage.
9 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you heal him, how much do you heal him for?
1d8 plus 6.
I got a 23 for athletics.
Okay. As you're all running.
11 points.
11 points? Okay, you would see these like iron musket balls just push out. Flint. And Asta.
19 athletics.
Do you all run to the ship? What are you doing as Asta
Yeah,
lands?
I will get all of them to the ship so I can get Flint stashed away where they can't see him.
Yep.
As you all start running as fast as you can. You do see a number of guards down there, but no conversations or even looks are given your way. As the rest of you are running towards the docks proper, you would see guards beginning to fill out into the street and push forward a bit. I think I see them! They're coming up! Ready, volley fire! as they begin loading their rifles and getting ready, do you make another way? Do you keep running forward? What do you do?
Malachi, are you good?
I'm fine.
Okay, I set Malachi down. Or like kind of, and I'm going to clear the way. And Kadon is.
I'm continuing to move, but I sat down for a second to put my arm on my shield where St. Clair's head is, so that way my shield's blocking his head.
Okay.
Kadon will activate his trance, or whatever, and then like his meditation one, not
Okay.
the Anki one.
Okay. I was gonna be like, all right, fuck.
No.
As I'm doing that, and I kind of have him set down on the ground, and I look at him, and I just go, not again.
And I'm going to. Oh my god, there's a lot of them right there.
As
Yeah.
more guards begin filling
So
in.
far.
Yeah, we're moving.
They're like, how? There's no other way for us to go, is there?
There's there are different
Will I
paths.
remember?
You would have seen different little paths along the cliffs. You could run into these woods and jump straight into the water.
Which way is where?
Boats are
Oh,
that
I
way.
see it over there.
We lost.
As you would
There he is.
he's back. You would hear the a third horn. The first horn coming from Foley, the second horn coming from their little camp, and a third horn, but of a different tune, less of a deep bellowing horn and more of like a short and simple, kind of like a bugle, just this little like.
Okay, well, let me think about. There's a lot of them. I
say we go right.
Around?
Go
Off the
along
cliffs,
cliff
or?
side, yeah.
All right.
As you would hear the as the gates of the main town proper are opening and soldiers are beginning to flood out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
No, let's go right.
This is just into the group, so whoever it hits. 16.
I'm blocking St. Clair for what that's worth.
I'll just increase the AC by your shield amount.
Well, he also has Shield of Face on him.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying I'll increase the shield, the AC again by the by your shield on top of it. 16.
Does not hit.
14.
Not hit. Miss.
17.
Miss.
And 12.
Miss.
That hits nobody in the group.
So you're saying like if those numbers
hit
aren't hit for
any one of us.
Yeah, I get hit by the 17.
17? Okay.
Yeah.
Anything above 13 I get hit with.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh my god. You're getting rinsed right
So
now.
all but the 12. Okay. So
is this Edward versus Ozza again?
So as Kadon,
I hate guns.
you get. Listen, I'm sorry. The pirate hunters don't have much, but they have firearms. The coalition has cool crossbows.
Yeah, that doesn't help right now.
The pirate hunters. As the shots ring out, it was like. One goes and hits Kadon just square in like the backside of his neck. I'll just roll that damage there. 2.
Have to 1.
And 2 others nailing Malachi again, once in the kind of lower right thigh and another in the kind of almost in the middle of your back, but not quite your back, not quite your spine. Oh, I should have rolled 5 and 1. So 6 points of damage total. As they hit you, and you stumble a bit. I need another athletics check from the lot of you. As you are running, you'd be able to make it to about here as you turned.
18.
18? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
19.
24.
24.
Can I touch Malachi as I go past?
Sure. As you are all
Um,
rushing, Malachi, what was your roll?
24.
Okay. And Magnus?
A third athletics?
Yeah. Sorry. I know you're eating, man. I apologize.
Fuck, I muted. Natural fucking 20.
Goddamn! Okay. So
Yeah.
as you're all running, Malachi just like like Forrest Gump, like just naturally passing you all, and
Oh.
he ends up a little ahead.
Holy shit.
I also cast Shield of Faith on Malachi.
All right.
Am I supposed to be ahead or Magnus?
I mean, Magnus.
Magnus, just because of the natural 20, you were up pretty much behind him. Let me just
You'd
move
said
him.
Malachi, just so you know.
Oh, sorry. That's my bad. All the M names.
Malachi, you get a +2 to your AC.
As Malachi, you begin catching up to Magnus. Magnus just darting ahead. Sinclair has fallen unconscious at this point. What are you all doing? As the pirate hunters would begin to give chase.
I hope we know that if we follow this cliff, it leads right into their camp.
I did not mean to roll this. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Where are we going?
You would hear Foley yelling out in the distance.
Me to the left.
Alright.
Alright. As you all begin running.
Where are we going?
So you all begin running to the left, trying to get away.
There's a cave.
Oh. Oops. Oh, bye, Sinclair. That was Uno.
That's me.
All right, where are you guys going? As you run and end up at another crossroads, running down these stone steps and turning, you would see the mausoleum, you would see the graveyard, and the small beachhead where you fought Anthony Maxon. Where are you trying to run to?
That's where Asta said that we'd meet him, but
They're not there.
No, he went straight
We
to the
told them
boats.
the boats.
Yeah.
The boat's
What?
elsewhere.
I just said one thing and did another?
No,
I
we
would
told them
fuck-
that there's no reason to go to the beach. That
Oh, that's
is to go to the
true.
boats.
We're going the long way.
Yeah, we just gotta make our long way to the boats.
Would I have gotten to the boats at this point?
Yes, you would be back at the boats by now.
All right, I would tell Flint and Mint, go ahead. I'm going to go help the others,
You got it.
and I will shoot up into the air and head towards, kind of up, and see if I can get an eye on them.
Sure. As you fly up, do you have a maximum height you can get up to?
I can climb as high as I want. Really, it doesn't say.
All right, I'm going to give you the fly ability, and then you can kind of use Alt to drag yourself as high as you want to be. But flying up now, you wouldn't be able to see them, even like if you got.
Kind of fly. I was going to fly up and then through like the like over the city to see if I get an eye on them, and
Sure.
then I would try and reach out to them telepathically until I eventually can get to one.
If you got over these like houses here where there's this like, I don't know, cookout going on in the backyard, there's like a pig on a fire and like some berries and all this stuff, little like backyard shenanigans. That like about there you could you'd be able to
Right here?
reach. No, so like above here, you'd be able to hear them or reach out to them telepathically, and you would see Uno carrying Sinclair into this small cut down grove.
I'll reach out to in Uno's mind. I see you guys, and I'll flash my wings so the green light kind of flashes in front of them.
It would shimmer down on the ground.
Do you need me to get anyone out?
Sinclair.
Come grab Sinclair. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I will do. I can make multiple trips, but it is getting kind of tiring.
As you go down, you grab Sinclair.
How long
They
is
get
it?
stopped.
They're not looking for me.
You go and grab Sinclair, pulling him
And
in.
then I'll fly out just to be safe, kind of like out into the water and then through.
Sure.
Do we see this cave ahead of us?
You do. It is just a small cave. It doesn't go all the way through the cliffs.
But something's glowing.
Yes, there is a glowing green crystal in there.
I'm gonna take it, break it off.
Roll the hit.
It's not really the time.
Yes!
Roll the hit.
It's warp stone. It's gonna blow up and you're gonna get mega cancer.
Exactly. That's what I was.
Is it?
Roll the hit.
No, it's a joke.
It's what is it? That crystal blight?
A crystal plate.
That's
What
blue.
is
Uh-oh.
Roll the hit.
No, hold on, wait.
No.
Do I know what this is?
It's glowing green crystal.
I'm gonna yell, Malachi, what are you doing?
What is this?
It's glowing green crystal. It gives off an intense arcane energy.
We need to move.
He's like a fucking child. It's just like he's like running, sees the shiny things.
Actually, it wouldn't be a hit. It'd be a
Mom, what
it'd be a
is this?
strength to grab it and break it off.
To like break it off?
Yeah.
Just
Don't do it. Don't do it. No.
Do it. See what happens.
just a quick.
I don't like the Dungeon Master saying that to
I just
don't wanna die.
you're not gonna
Just do it,
die.
bro. I want to see you do it. Do it.
Just
Oh my god.
Don't poke the bear!
Yeah.
I'll get it one!
Live chaotically.
To be fair, Uno is yelling at you to get a move in.
What's your strength check?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
You're such a shit disturber.
22?
You grab it, you break it, make a dex save.
Oh shit.
I was gonna.
Also Uno, make a dex save.
Love that.
Oh no!
And Kadan, make a dex save.
Oh no!
Oops.
And you know what? I was gonna light the tree on fire either way.
Which one?
The one
Maybe
that's across
collapse
from
the
us.
cave behind you so they can't follow.
It's not great.
It's not a cave, it's just a little crit. I got a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You fly 30 feet this way.
Oh,
You're
got
on
it.
the rocks.
Ow.
I'll
I
give
got
you
a 10.
damage. You fly 30 feet this way.
I could
oops. Oh, that's
You're down with there. I'll give you damage in a second. Malachi? What's your
What
save?
is it?
Dex save.
I got a natural 20, so 23.
Ooh, wonderful. So you're gonna take half damage.
That's great. That's wonderful for
Well,
you.
great, yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
I'm sorry for what's about to transpire.
Oh no.
Holy shit!
You're kidding. Shield of Faith is gone on both St. Clair and Malachi.
Oh my god.
I'm not dead. Oh, I know.
Are you still up?
No, wait, that's 76 points of damage.
76?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
No.
hold on.
If it's
Hold on.
76 points of damage, I'm dead.
Hold on. I rolled the wrong dice.
You rolled the wrong dice.
I should fucking hope so.
Yeah, I rolled the wrong dice.
Should be like it was supposed to be D20s.
Yeah, it was supposed to be D20s. God damn it. I wish you could unclick dice. Ignore that. Ignore that.
This is bad.
Yes,
It
how
was
much
nice
better?
playing with you guys.
Ever, never.
Leave.
15d6 is still a lot.
I'm aware it's still a lot, but it's not D10s.
Oh my God.
Still-
I'm out.
That's almost about this. I'm gone.
Are
As
you dead?
a
I'm
massive
dead.
green explosion of energy comes out of the cave as it
is warp.
throwing
Literally warped.
Adrian, oh my fucking god!
Malachi against the rock as you slam into the ground. You watch the cave crumble on top of you. Throwing Uno and
You'd still be alive.
throwing
You're just
Uno
knocked out.
and Kadan off onto the rocks as you tumble.
How much
Don't
was the
even make-
damage?
62 damage in total.
I'm Audi 5000.
You're just knocked out. You're not dead though.
Audi 5000.
Would I have heard this explosion after I got Sinclair there?
Yes, you would have like
let me-
dropped Sinclair off, and Sinclair would have been grabbed by Thorn, pulled into the boat, and you would just hear this, and seen
like-
a plume of smoke.
I'm still up.
I will.
You're just buried in rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valid question.
Yeah, what's
DM.
up?
Do I need to make a wisdom save?
No,
You're out.
you're
yeah.
automatic failed.
It was just
Oh.
so fast. It got knocked out.
Kidon's
Oh,
up
no.
though, right?
No, Kadan. Sure, Kadan's up, but it's
It's not
not.
Kidon.
It's not Kadan.
I'm gonna
I'm
rush back
sleeping.
towards the
Just
explosion.
as you're rushing, Magnus, what are you doing? You see the plume of smoke. You see, but it's like if you've ever seen like a building it's just black dust everywhere with this green crackling lightning. Welcome to Residuum, motherfuckers.
Adrian, oh my fucking god.
That was
That
the
was
perfect pair moment of don't touch that.
Such a good moment.
Yeah.
What do you do? What are you doing? What are you doing, Magnus?
Just running over the cliff.
As you run over to the cliff, you would see a almost like a jutting of wind shoot up through it as it disperses slightly, and you hear this a thud up in the village proper, and a loud just
Oh shit.
What?
down in the rocks
Shit.
is a broken and mutilated Uno, and no
Kadan's
Kadan.
out there.
We're gonna end here
No
because
way.
I don't have the mini
Fuck.
for the bear. And I need to like rework some things to prepare for this.
Can I heal at least?
You can definitely work on healing both of them. Yes. It would take some time between you and Malachi to unbury cuz Malachi is buried in
Yeah,
rock.
Malachi. Yeah.
Well, I
Can
guess.
I share?
I guess.
First.
I'm below the points that I would have to make the save.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So you're inside the rock, you would just hear just like like this feral dog noise coming from inside the rocks. This is worst case scenario. Oh my god.
What have you done?
So
So quick.
It's gonna be a fucking. It's gonna be a fucking kaiju fight, dude.
Instant.
Oh my god.
Oh god. So yeah, you're not even unconscious under the rocks or even just like lying there like, ow, fuck. You're just ferally thrashing and breaking the stones from within. Eventually you'll get out, I guess.
I'm having a
Um,
nap.
Did
Yeah, your arms and legs are all busted.
did Asta see where the source of the screaming since he's in the sky?
So
I
Asta,
mean, he saw the fucking explosion.
you would have saw a large hulking green creature fly up and land down on a pirate hunter, eviscerating him.
Wait, that's what?
Oh, he
Let's
did
be-
fly off? That is what
Well-
happened?
It was the bear kicking off of the ground and using that momentum to fly.
Oh my god.
Would I be in range of Magnus at this point? So like reach. out
You
to him?
could hear it definitely. You would
Use the fuck out of me?
um
Turn into the
Dragon
Hulk.
Ball character?
you
or what?
can post the art only to
He's fucking-
Asta.
Okay,
Oh.
He's fucking
here you go,
he's
Asta.
Broly.
Magnus, what is going on?
That's
Now there's a big green thing that is fighting pirate hunters over here.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
And with that,
Yeah.
that's where we're gonna end. I need to prepare.
Oh
I need to
my
build some
God.
stuff. I need to collapse a fucking cave. And I need to finalize a mini. Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm over here just like, man, these
They're
barrels
taking a
are
while.
nice to hide behind.
You would have heard the explosion as well.
What episode
so.
is this?
8.
God damn it, Adrian.
Guess we're starting Highborn real soon.
Like, what the fuck?
I almost killed you all.
Oh my god.
If
Listen,
I went there and all of them were just corpses, I'd be like, well, guess we gotta go.
Holy shit! I'm glad I was fucking eating and I didn't catch up.
yeah, honestly,
You guys are both.
I think I would have died if I was in that explosion.
62 damage is a lot.
I have 27 health. I would have been dead.
Yeah, you would have died if you took that damage and failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been an anime moment of like you screaming and it just like it just gets black into like dust.
Like,
Yeah.
Rain,
Yeah.
it just starts disintegrating.
Yeah.
well, Adrian, it's a good thing you finished the art.
Hey.
I was messing with Josh today, being like, hopefully we don't need it tonight. Teasing him. I didn't think we actually would.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a great teaser for me. Josh showed me. And
I
then
just
it's
showed him
like,
a little teaser.
It looks so good. Yeah.
But Cam gets to see the full product.
I guess I better start writing a lecture for
Why?
Malachi.
Do not
I'm not
grab
angry, I'm just disappointed.
do not grab little stones on the ground and pull them real hard.
I don't know how we're gonna
You
be friends after this.
to be fair, you can add a piece of residuum chunk worth £5 into your inventory.
that's probably worth a lot of money.
It
When you
is.
said add a
It
residual,
is. It's uranium.
it's literally uranium.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they put these things into airships so they could fly.
And you know what? I'm writing it in my thing. 5
Yeah.
pounds of residuum.
Yeah.
It's mine.
It's yours now.
What a perfect little moment of like, what are you doing? Don't touch that.
So typically, it's a delicate process to mine residuum. You like mine all the stone around it till it's free, and then you like gingerly take it somewhere, and then you usually get like automatons or golems or something to like break it down slowly into chunks.
Residuum.
It's a made up word, so just you'll be fine. And
IDUUM is how
I
I
don't know what the
Sure.
fuck you just said. RIS.
RESIDUUM.
Jesus, I went I just realized where I am. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What kind of bullshit?
I'm about to have to fight the bear.
well, see, here's the thing. It's not that Josh has a bullshit character. It's Josh has a character, and I have a character that resembles Josh.
Yeah, no. Once just full clarity, guys. Once the bear takes over, I'm no longer controlling the character.
Yeah, it's all
It's
me.
all Kyle.
It's all me, and it's not the same level.
That's what I mean. I guess I'm gonna have to fight the bear to try and get him back. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be like, man, the sun's getting awfully low, big guy.
The one person who probably could do that for Kadan is on the ground. Family Guy.
On the ground. Yeah, Family Guy. You're just
Don't say that. I feel so bad.
like, not to make it worse. And Adrian, I'm sorry. That's 100%. That gif of Lois just eating shit. That's Uno.
This is the second time I've eaten shit here. It's not fair.
Like, you would have felt your knee just snap as your body just twists. Like, your spine's busted. You're just crumpled. You're in worse for wear. Oh my god.
You're gonna have a wheelchair the rest of the fucking campaign.
You might be shocked, but Adrian, I'm proud of you.
Why?
Pure chaos.
You almost
Yeah.
gave me Cade.
I'm sorry.
Good
You put a glowy thing in front of the worst fucking character.
I know. Pure chaos. To be fair, I just kind of put it there. I didn't expect anyone to come over here. There's also more on the other side if you want to go pull that too.
That's all it is. There's a lot more on the other side, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Wolf Boy, who knows what he's gonna do?
I don't know what's happening anymore. Either. Malachi's a fucking werewolf.
Yeah, 2 of you have lost control now, hey? Yeah.
Yep.
Gosh, dang it.
And they should fight. It'd be the best kaiju movie ever.
Now the best kaiju movie is Groon growing to an absurd size and fighting a titan. We found to Godzilla music. We found that out last campaign.
To Godzilla.
Just to make it worse, yeah, they'd grow huge and then the hunters would show up, forcing Kadon into an even bigger rage. Like,
Like,
oh, we heard some shit's going on over here. What's going on? Glint hunters!
You know what?
Instinct.
You know what? I'm not gonna be here.
this is beautiful.
What have you done?
Fuck, are we getting off
I'm
now?
so happy.
Childish.
Don't you guys just love D&D?
Fucking place we go. Una's tying you all together with fucking rope.
I love
love of
Dungeons
God.
and Dragons. You're gonna give them all those like child mittens so they can't pick anything up.
Yeah.
They're just like
fuck's sakes.
they're just like they have oven mitts on.
Is Uno dead or unconscious?
Unconscious.
Okay, I feel a little better.
Yeah, but
broken.
straight busted. I rolled the wrong dice at first because I rolled it for a much larger chunk of residuum, and yeah, that would have been bad.
No, if it would have been that first number, I'd be dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I was like,
I mean, you dying, it's still the same outcome.
Oh.
but Uno would be dead.
It's literally the Hulk, like, or like when Bruce Banner's like, I tried to shoot myself,
And then
the other guy spit it
And the
out.
Hulk spit the bullet out.
yeah, pretty much.
I'm having a nap. What am I dreaming about?
The fact that you're lucky your brain's not leaking out your ears.
Again.
Again.
Can I just post a little teaser for everybody who doesn't get to see the art?
Sure. I mean, if you're comfortable with showing everybody, I don't care.
I
But
want to show everybody how good Adrian did today.
yeah.
Like he just fucking killed it, dude.
And
I have a
also
request.
killed almost you guys.
Yeah.
Post Kadon first, and then post the art.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
man,
Yeah.
so good.
Because
So
it's
Kadon has a whole new health bar now.
Kadon has a whole new character sheet.
Did a Dark
That's-
Souls boss
that's
just,
mine.
like health bar spawn at the bottom?
Yeah, pretty much.
Don the bear.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta go to my phone.
But
for
guys,
it, 'cause-
maybe this will bring us even closer.
Okay, so here's soft boy Kadon.
Soft boy Kadon.
Himbo.
Our little himbo, yeah. Everybody see him. He's
Yep.
real nice, real kind boy.
Real nice.
Look,
All right,
look at
here.
how it looks.
All right,
Now.
Oh gosh. Not ready.
it's
The anticipation is killing me.
uploading. It's Adrian. It's a 12.6 megabyte file. So
It's a big picture. I want you to get that quality.
oh, I
He's-
appreciate it.
He's.
But here you go.
Oh god.
no! Oh no!
Oh no.
You're fucking Broly!
Yeah, I knew it! I knew you were fucking wrong. Ow.
Here's the thing. Much
Not so
like
dangerous.
much like anime, my world's got a power scale. He's worse than Broly.
No.
Over 9,000.
Anyway,
And you know what the great thing is, guys? You know what just the great thing is that Kadon can never give you a frame of reference of what happens because he's always blacked out when it happens.
it's
If only there's
it's
one
a
person
different
who could
person.
possibly
So
reach
when
Kadon.
Kadon comes back, he's not gonna remember any of
Not
it.
gonna remember a goddamn thing.
I hope he just blacks out. and then
He
wakes
he
up.
blacks out and Steve takes over. Um,
Oh my god.
You know what? Maybe Malachi will learn something from this.
You're also
Maybe.
whacked out.
Yeah, well, you remember it too when you come back.
I won't.
Yeah.
to be
I
fair,
pulled the thing and there was an explosion and now I'm angry.
you have a chance of remembering though. There's
I
a
do.
slight chance of
I-
you getting pockets of what happened. He
Yeah.
just
I
wakes
still feel
up.
guilty.
He just wakes up and like, wow, why am I red?
tired.
I'm
The
sleepy.
one person who could possibly resolve this peacefully
Is
is
crumpled.
fucked up on the ground. Yeah.
Don't worry, I got this. I'm master negotiator.
Sarah's gonna come back and be like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
Nobody tell her.
Nobody say anything.
Nobody say
She's
a
gonna come
word.
back. You know, Mint doesn't know, so.
Yeah,
I was like, please just fill the chat with like memes just to describe the episode and see if she can decipher it.
Oh my
oh yeah, we haven't done that in a while. Just
Yeah, see if she'll decipher.
completely baffle one another.
Alright. It's her turn.
All right,
Well, the lowest gift stays.
we gotta go in order. We gotta go like we gotta like we gotta tell a story through gifts. But with that, while these beautiful chuckle fucks are doing that, thank you all for joining us. It's been a wonderful time. Thank you to our two campaign-long sponsors, Gamersubs and Tabletop Witchy. You can head over to gamersubs.com and use code Nightmare for 10% off, and over to Tabletop or Etsy.com/tabletopwitchy to use code Nexus and get 10% off on all your nondescript tabletop RPG needs. I know this episode's a little shorter than usual, but your boy's got a plan. Oh boy. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I will catch you all later. Does anybody have anything to plug, talk about, say, do?
Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
Kill your friends.
Yeah.
Or do it. Makes great stories. Anyway,
Listen to your mother when she says, "Don't fucking touch the thing."
don't touch the rocks.
Wobstone, yes, yes.
Yeah. We will be back tomorrow pretty late with some DeForest, and also happy birthday to our wonderful Asta. Anyway,
Happy birthday.
thank you next time.
I thank you.
Good night. Good luck. Roll high, don't die. Adios. We'll see you guys tomorrow.